Right, Mere Punch Out Boxing here with Johnny Clark at the media launch for the next show, Relentless, in a month. Starting with the headliner, Constantine. We were just talking about him. I'm guessing the line of thinking to get Ryan Amos is the sort of durable guy that will either give him rounds or Constantine makes a hell of a statement.
Exactly that. Do you know what? Another thing is who will actually fight URSU, because not many would. But Ryan, this fight is 8 weeks after the previous one, yeah? So I had to match him before the last fight. So I messaged people, and it was really hard not to be muggy about Ethan James. We was confident we'd win, not in that style. I was confident we'd win. And then how we was doing it was, look, if we win, this is what's on the plate. I'll run it past the Commonwealth and see if you can get past the fight. And it was like, yeah. Those people turned it down. And Ryan said yes. So it was all locked in. Once the fight was done, spoke to the Commonwealth, said, would you pass him? He said, yep, 100%. He made the weight for his last fight at welterweight. And then that knockout happened. I thought, shit. And then he still wanted it. And I was like, okay, no worries. And then and the manager was like, I don't know why you're worried. He's very game and he's coming to win. I said, no, that's what I want. But sometimes you get a knockout viral reel like that and you think someone can change their mind. And he didn't, so happy days.
Before we come on to Ryan Amos, just going back to that night at York Hall, best night of your life as a manager, promoter, and did that knockout send reverberations around the game?
100%. It put me on the map. Like, that's the first time the zone have taken a clip off the stream. Not even, I mean, they must have been watching to see it. So I was very, very, very proud of that. And I was glad it was him that got it, obviously, because I'm more financial invested in him than everyone else has been on. And I'm his manager. And it helps people see that if you go on top tier, you get seen. And yeah, so moving forward, I hope more viral knockouts happen.
Yes, indeed. So Ryan, he's hard as now. The 2 defeats against Boston and FORREST, we know how good they are, and they're the division up.
Yeah, and
so
they move each other.
yeah, so yeah, it'll bring the work that Constantine needs.
Yeah, and if it's a stoppage, that's a massive statement. And I don't think that anyone can really argue about him being signed after that fight. If he's not signed after that fight, I haven't done a good enough job, And we wanted this match to be hard, and I think Ryan is a tough match. You know what I mean? Like, not saying he's 100% going to win, but URSU will be the favourite. But who knows? Do you know what I mean? Like, who knows? This is the level that we want to be tested at. And then after this, it's another step up in it. And if we make a statement here, maybe they will run as well. Maybe.
My colleague JBBM, he managed to get in with Eddie earlier in the week and put Constantine's name out there. So listening to the grapevine, what's the thoughts on Constantine from the bigger promoters?
They're all eager, but I think my biggest mistake was getting him out straight away. Announcing him a week later, and they thought, well, there's no need for us to sign him now. Let him see how he gets on against Ryan Amos. But whoever signs him, I want to keep him as well. So if it can be a firefight a year, 3 with them, 2 with me, like I did with George and Jimmy from Matchroom, like I have done with the Queensbury lads like Ethan James, like they can still come on. You know what I mean? And if they're not keeping them active, I want them active. Anyone that I sign on my management team, anyone that I bring through, I want them to still fight at my shows but be signed. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's a great route for me as a promoter and manager to have in my locker, because not many people can do that. Like managers I know won't do shows, but because I do them, I think it takes off a lot of stress. Because to have URSU on, you've got to pay a whole card, because he'll be main event, I imagine, wherever he goes, and you've got to pay a whole card that, where with me they just pay him and the opponent and the belt fee and it's done. Yeah. They save a lot of money, stress, and I'll do all this crazy hard work. Do you know what I mean? For
What's the word on the grapevine? I mean, Connor Walker's got Liam Taylor next. I'm seeing his manager, Sam Jones, talking about other fights thereafter. I think I even commented, wait a sec, Connor's got other mandatories, and I don't know, do you think they're going to go in the opposite direction?
Well, we got the belt off them. The Commonwealth was his belt, and they let it go for us. So would they do that for the British? If they do, it'll be Pat McCormack. But he needs 3 fights to win it outright, doesn't he? And his fight against Liam is second, isn't it? So I can't see him vacating, and we won the final eliminator where Pat won the eliminator. So unless he vacates and then the 2 people that won the eliminators fight for the belt, or we fight Connor, and I will be pushing for that fight because that is on Matchroom. And then the best way to go on against Matchroom is like Nina did, be the away fighter, beat their champion, and get signed. And I think we do that.
Confident he can do either one of them.
Yeah, like obviously Pat McCormack's a very tough fight, and I ain't gonna sit here and be a Essex lad and chat shit. Be the hardest fight both of them have ever had though, and obviously I speak to the coach. The coach knows more about boxing styles and matchups than me, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm a businessman and a grafter, and I'll get you to where you need to be. You do the rest. You're the trainer. And he said to me, "We'll have him." So they will get him.
Wow, fantastic. Just speaking to Constant, he said he'd wouldn't mind doing a fight in Plymouth. I mean, Plymouth's a big city. Would you be able to put on a show over there, maybe a West Country type show?
Yeah, I'd love to. We already spoke about it a little bit. It would make sense. We've got a lot of fans in there that chase them down the street now. So I would like to do one there. Obviously, got Conor Adaway, S.A. Smith in Torquay, Bodrum. A lot of boxers down there. I know you've got BCB down there, and they're doing little shows. I would like to do a top tier style show down there, though, one day. But if he gets signed, then there won't be no need to. But if they sign with a shared promotional deal, I'd do it for him, 100%.
Fantastic. Just on the card generally, then. Originally there was going to be a heavyweight tournament. In the end, it's just TARAN against Krasmaru. What happened to the tourney?
Connor Bennett, Courtney Bennett, he booked a holiday, and the holiday was the week before the fight, so he had to come off. And then the other opponent, he weren't really going to sell many tickets, so I said to him, look, you know what I mean, it's 2 fighters, do you know what I mean? So what can I do? I said, I'll just let them fight each other. I said, we tried everyone, and it come to 2 fighters, and then I could have replaced the others with paying purses and that, but it's unfair on the others. So I said, nah, you just can fight each other, we split the ticket sales, and let's just make it a great fight, you know. But I'm gutted because a heavyweight prize fight is what everyone wanted, wasn't it? I wanted it, I'm gutted it's not on, but I'm still excited for that fight. It's a great fight, you know. 2 lads who are avoided and can't get fights, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, TARAN's good fighter. I've seen him before, and yeah, get into the heavyweight mix. Some of the other fighters, couple of prospects, Dylan Adebisi, not Dylan Oki as his box rec says. I mean, he looks like quite a lethal puncher. You've got Arjon Bassi, local with Will, making his debut. And Nina, spoke to her. She's
that world champion.
that me and you made, yeah.
Listen, I'll tell everyone that story. It was our first thing in boxing, isn't it? Me and you made that. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to snap your neck, is what she wrote on that video. We screenshotted it, sent it over, and that's what I said. It doesn't matter how many views, it doesn't matter who or what. Get the camera in people's faces and you will see magic. And what do? We made a world title, me and you. Do you know what I mean? And that was brilliant. And that's my best memory in boxing. It showed me about working and the importance of yourself and the others as well. It showed me what boxing is really about. And it sells. And it worked, mate. It worked a treat, so well done. But I went out to Dubai, you didn't. And then I watched her win it. And that's where my promotion started. Out there, texting Lee and my ideas. And then we come back. And then Nina, 2 years later, or 2.5, is on my show. Crazy how things work out. And that's another proud moment.
Yeah, indeed. She says she still loves her boxing, still wants to carry on. Yeah, can she get back in the title picture? Or if not the titles, I was saying there's still big fights. Shannon Courtney, Ebony Bridges if she comes back.
Well, my opinion is this one fight and then go fight MVP. You know what I mean? All them girls got signed. She can go up and down a couple of pounds in weight. She it's the place for her. You go and earn some money over there. Listen, what I like best about her is being on small hall. The same as Keegan Ajago, who's dropping down and Keegan Ajago, let's talk about him as well. He dropped down, fought on my show, didn't earn £1, didn't earn a penny. I mean, paid the opponent, paid me the house fee, didn't earn a penny. Yeah, and then what did he do? 3 weeks later, he got paid a purse that hopefully, where it was last minute, replaced the money he lost on my show and to pay him to box in that show. And now he's going to fight in Belfast on the big one. So it just shows all these people here that think they want to be superstars. The actual, in my eyes, superstars sometimes swallow their pride, drop down, and then this is where you end up, and that's where you can be in the future. So they should take note of that.
Absolutely, and us being older fight fans, do you remember back in the 90s, some of the greats like Tony and Chavez, they regularly fought sort of non-title fights, like in small towns, to stay active and just to let people see a big name.
Yeah, and it's beautiful to see. Like, Nina's, I went to school, same school as Nina. I've got the same group of friends as well. I know them quite well, and they've not been to one of my shows yet. So it'd be nice now that they come to see my show, and she's part of it. And then hopefully they stay and come to the next one as well to support me. But if I want it, it's going to be great to see a lot of people there that ain't been. And she's being local, like Kevin, local, Aussie, local. Great to see. Great to see.
And you touched on him there, Aussie, him against Osgood. Oh, that is a banger of a fight. Has it got war written all over it? Well worthy of that Southern area title.
It's beautiful because I deliver. Do you know what I mean? And it's bloody hard not to deliver. And there's always timing for everything. And you try for these boxers. As long as you've got 2 game boxers, that's all you need. Then you can manipulate things and push things in the right direction. And thank God I managed to deliver Aussie a. Thank you. Oh, sorry. And the ball, it took a little bit of pressing from both sides. But how can it not be for a southern area? I think it's probably going to be a bit of a war, violence, nastiness. They're both the same style, haven't they? They might as well shadow box for this one to see who's going to win. But I can't wait to see it. And it's worthy of a title. And Riley and Newlands and Essex, they haven't had a title in their gym yet. So here we go. Another chance. You've had Kevin, you've had Aussie last time, and now this time for the southern area. Let's see how it gets on.
I think Aussie can do it. I mean, Osgood was one of them top amateurs that never really kicked off as a pro.
And he's 13 and 2. Do you know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I know I could chat rubbish and really back Aussie, you know what I mean? But I can't. So I think I've seen on the fight once and I thought, fucking hell, he reminds me of Aussie. You know what I mean? And that's what I thought. And I thought, I like him. And now they're fighting each other. So I don't know. It's a tough fight. And the only way to see it is by tuning into the zone or buying a ticket.
Yes, indeed. Very much recommended. Yeah, just lastly, is that a shell suit you're wearing?
Gosh, it's just dry fit. Dry fit, John, you can call me now. But I said to my wife, I just didn't get ready. I didn't get ready to come here. I had to set it all up, and then I was meant to go home and change. But I thought, you know what, it matches the show, so I'll just stay as it is. Yeah.
So it's not some sort of local Essex fashion that I'm missing out on?
No, you won't see Eddie only in this, will you?
I was going to say, if you're going to rival Eddie as a fashion icon as well, you might want to leave that.
He's got more money than me.
All right, Johnny, always a pleasure. Yeah, can't wait. 4 weeks, and we will see you then.
Thank you very much.